We'll call the regular city council meeting to order for October 17th, 2022. Would everyone please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Call the roll, please.
Mayor Hoyt.
Here.
Councilmember Lean.
Here.
Councilmember Wilson.
Here.
All right. Any changes to the agenda? Nick? Steve?
None.
None.
Leah, Lynn, Chris, Kelly, or Chiefs? Seeing no changes, look for a motion to approve the agenda.
Motion. Second.
Motion by Steve, second by Nick. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right. No announcements. Citizen comments? No attendants looking to speak at this time. All right. Seeing none, we'll move on to item 7, our consent agenda. If there's no changes to the consent agenda, we look for a motion to approve.
Motion.
Second.
Motion by Nick, second by Steve. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right, 8A in our public hearings are certification of delinquent municipal services to the 2023 property taxes. Chris.
Thank you. As you said, this item is a public hearing on the annual certification process for our delinquent utility bills and delinquent mowing invoices and code enforcement violations. Notices are mailed to property owners with delinquent utility bills and delinquent mowing and code enforcement invoices as of July 31st, 2022. Recipients are advised that by paying the delinquent balances by October 14th, 2022, they can avoid certification. If the delinquent balances are not paid, they are certified to the county for collection with the property owner's real estate taxes. As of this meeting, there are approximately 453 delinquent utility accounts, mowing and code enforcement invoices. The total for all delinquent accounts is $231,504. The action requested is conduct a public hearing, and once the council has heard from those wishing to speak, close the public hearing and adopt the resolution certifying the delinquent accounts to the 2023 real estate taxes of the appropriate properties.
Okay. Thank you, sir. So we'll open the public hearing at this time. Nick or Steve, any questions?
None.
None? Okay, and no one in attendance.
Let's go ahead and close the public hearing, and then you guys can have some conversation if you want.
Okay.
Motion to close the public hearing.
Motion by Steve,
Second.
second by Nick. Call the roll, please.
Councilmember Lean.
Yes.
Councilmember Wilson.
Yes.
Mayor Hoyt.
Yes. All right, and unless there's discussion, we'll look for motion to adopt the attached resolution certifying the delinquent accounts as an addition to the 2023 real estate taxes of the appropriate properties.
Motion.
Motion
Second.
by Nick, second by Steve. Call the roll, please.
Councilmember Lean.
Yes.
Councilmember Wilson.
Yes.
Mayor Hoyt.
Yes. Thank you, sir. All right. Seeing nothing else on the agenda, we'll move right to roundtable. Nick?
You gotta break the record. I guess all I could think of tonight was thank you to the Parks Commission for the new signs all around town for the Adopt a Park stuff. Our marsh is up. I saw a few other parks up there. They look kind of cool. I guess that's really all I got for now. Kind of a quiet week everywhere.
Thank you, sir. Steve?
I have a couple of items. And I don't want to, if anybody, okay, now we do have one school board candidate here, so I'm not pointing this towards you, but I do want to make mention that we do have a ordinance in the city that if you have a campaign sign, obviously that's great, you're promoting yourself, but make sure that it's in private property, which, means at somebody's business, at somebody's residence. Anything outside of there is considered not private property. And really that would apply to any signs out there too, and I'm pointing that out because we have an ordinance to keep our city attractive, while also giving the freedom of expression for people to become aware of political candidates and other things going on. So I did want to point that out. Secondly, I received, and I presume everybody else did, an automated voicemail over the weekend that leave and compost and yard collection, I believe the week of the 14th is the final week for that. I cleaned up my yard, it looked amazing, and then by this morning, it was all filled with leaves again, so lucky me, but I knew that was going to happen. And then lastly, in our consent agenda, we gave approval to a couple of amazing employees that I know all of us are pretty excited to see come on board. So really excited about those changes. So thank you to Lynn and to Julie and others who have helped us bring in those employees. So that's all I have.
Thank you, sir. Leah?
I have nothing, Mayor.
Breaking the rule.
I'll make up for it.
All right.
Lynn has something to say about MnDOT. That's my
All right,
update.
fair enough.
Thank you.
I tried to share. So yes, big night. Thank you, Mayor and council members, for approving Deanna and John for our director positions for community development and public works. We are so excited for them to join our team, and we're looking forward to it. So thank you. And I also want to thank staff for taking on extra assignments while we cover for those openings. So we really appreciate that. We have a communications specialist opening, and the job closes on October 20th. And if you would like to apply or know somebody that would like to apply, please apply on our city website. And on October 19th, the north leg of the roundabout on Highway 3 will be closed because they're sealing the bridge. And that's supposed to be closed from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. And MnDOT will be taking care of that. And Spruce Street update, they're working on utilities on a couple of the stages still, mostly in the middle of the project. They have the parking lot, the blacktop laid on the west side of the arena at Schmitz Mackey, and they're supposed to be working on the east side this week. I drove down there before the meeting, and they're moving dirt, so they're still working on it. So hoping to get that done, completed sooner than later. And that's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Kelly?
The annual Halloween walk is coming up. It is Friday, October 28th at Dodge Middle School from 5:30 to 7. Weather permitting, we will be outside that evening, so come dressed up and get some trick and treats from local businesses. So thank you to the local businesses and organizations for being a part of that. And then the Rambling River Center annual breakfast and silent auction fundraiser is the next morning, Saturday, October 29th, 8 to 11 a.m. at the Rambling River Center. It will be all-you-can-eat French toast, scrambled eggs, bacon, sausage, coffee, juice, you name it, $12 a person. You can buy tickets now at the center. You can just show up that morning. So hope to see everybody next weekend.
You've got the dates for the Halloween light tour as well?
Yes, Halloween light tour actually started tonight. The houses had to have their houses ready tonight, and we'll go through Halloween. It has been posted on Facebook. The last I heard, we were in the mid-20s for the number of houses that are participating in the Halloween Havoc Tour. So we're excited.
Very nice. Thank you, ma'am. Chris?
Finance staff will be participating in some computer software demos for our new software this week, starting tomorrow, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, so we'll be busy with that.
Thank you, sir. Chief?
Three very short updates. I'll make it quick. Number one, we are in October, which makes it, which is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So we are participating once again in the Pink Patch Project this year. We still have a bunch of these full-size patches from last year for sale. These are $10 a piece. For this year, we added a mini version of this patch along with our anniversary years on it for $5 a piece. I believe we still have some challenge coins as well, and I think those were $15. Second point I wanted to bring up was the liquor store is still throughout the month of October promoting a roundup campaign and a bunch of silent auction items to benefit the Farmington Food Shelf and Toys for Town. So please visit the liquor store and choose to round up your purchase. It goes to two very good causes. And lastly, everybody's favorite subject this time of year, winter parking. We are a couple of weeks away from when the on-street parking ban goes into effect, November 1st. Goes all the way through April 15th. I know everybody grumbles a little bit when this comes up. We're in the process of doing everything we can to publicize it. We're doing a bunch of courtesy warnings. We'll continue with those courtesy warnings past November 1st, weather permitting. It's not like on November 1st, we're gonna immediately start ticketing people. So we're gonna play with the weather and hopefully that gives people some extra time to find some off-street parking if they need to make those arrangements.
Thank you, sir. Chief?
Turkey Bingo is coming up November 12th. Doors open at 5 p.m. Bingo starts at 6. It's our auxiliary's biggest fundraiser. Silent auction is going to be online this year, so that will be out there. I'm trying to just get more room for seating, so those watching at home, there'll hopefully be seating for everyone. Yeah, we'll see you on November 12th.
And don't be afraid to show up a little late. That's okay.
Right. Yep. Yeah.
Come
we
in
get
at 8 and catch the second half of it.
Yep, we get a big rush right away, at 6, and then people clear out. So if you show up a little bit later, there's usually seating if we fill up right at the beginning.
Yep.
You said Station 2, right?
Station 1.
Station 1. Yep. Follow the giant spotlights in the middle of the road, right?
Like Mystic Lake?
So it's, again, I've hit on this the last couple of weeks. Mother Nature always wins, and she is rearing her nasty head a little bit the last week. Temperatures are going to climb towards the weekend, but it is the harsh reminder of what is coming. So just as a friendly reminder, dig out your shovels, pull the sleds out for your kids, get your bucket of salt, cut your hostas, blow your irrigation out, do all the things you need to do. Hang your holiday lights for your significant other so you don't have to do it in the middle of November when it's 10 degrees. But it's coming quick. It was, 19 degrees or something this morning, 20 degrees, and the extended 30-day has quite a few days that are at or below freezing for the overnight low, so it's coming. Don't get caught from behind with the chores that need to be done. It's also a time of year that the activities around the community increase. There's a lot of stuff going on. Community ed, the school district, obviously the city has several events, Park and Rec. I mean, you got the Halloween Walk, you have Toys for Town, you have the Spirit of Giving. There's just a plethora of things that are happening, but stay in tune, sign up for the emails, the reminders, follow the notifications on all the social media feeds, because before you know it, we will be knocking on the door of New Year's Eve and it will all be behind us. This time of year just happens to fly very quickly. And again, with daylight savings coming next weekend, I know, sunrise now is happening a little bit, 7:20 or something. So for those kiddos at the bus stops and it's a little bit darker, just be aware, be cognizant. Same thing in the afternoons. Be aware that people are still out walking around using the paths and trails, and just safety first. Always shop local, and with that, look for a motion to adjourn.
Motion.
Motion by Steve.
Second.
Second by Nick. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. And we are adjourned at 7:13.